You lack a level of narcissism, okay? We believe that narcissistic people are very self-centered, like you shouldn't be so narcissistic. Wow, I can't believe you love yourself so much. But let's look at the word narcissism. It means to be infatuated with yourself, okay? To the point where you want to be admired and you really don't have empathy for other people, right? Now, there's levels to it. And why do I say this? Because to a certain degree, I'm very narcissistic, okay? And I've come to a conclusion with that. But as I was taking a walk, I was thinking to myself, in life, where I've been able to get myself, my physique, my business, I've been able to take care of myself, okay? I've been able to make enough money to house myself, take care of my dog, run a business, eat the food I need to eat, look the way I need to look. And in bodybuilding, when it comes to molding your body, people can say that bodybuilding is kind of a narcissistic sport, and I would agree. Okay, when it comes to building your body, you have to focus on your meals, your sleep, your supplements, your workouts, okay? So when it comes to me, I'm always thinking, all right, I need to work out at this time, I need to eat my meals, I'm not gonna drink with you guys, I'm not gonna go out with you guys, I need to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, I need to get my workouts, and so all these things surround me. And on top of that, when it comes to this changing of your body, guess where you have to look the most in order to see results? That mirror. So you're constantly looking at yourself. And some people might base that, man, you're very narcissistic. And I'm gonna say to you that you're not narcissistic enough. What do I mean by that? I believe that if you can't look at yourself consistently and be proud of yourself, it's because you lack narcissism. You lack a sense of loving yourself. You lack a sense of giving yourself what you need and putting yourself first. If you don't look the way you want to look, if you don't have the money you want to have, then you're not putting yourself in a position where you have to really think about yourself first. You're thinking about everybody else but you. So you lack narcissism. And I'm saying this because I've realized that in order for me to change my body, in order for me to look the way I need to look, I need to be heavily focused on myself. Now, it's gotten me to a point where I'm very happy with the way I look, I'm proud of myself, and I've gotten to places where people want to look the way I want to look, and now I can help people. So now, how can you help people in a certain way if you don't love the way you are? Why does someone want to work with somebody that they don't like who they are? And this pertains to your workouts, this pertains to your body. If you're not happy with the way you look, it's because you haven't been narcissistic enough. You haven't been looking at yourself enough. You haven't been devoting enough time to yourself. The reason I look the way I look is because I have devoted and sacrificed and put everything else second, and I put myself first. Now, that's a double-edged sword, okay? Because it's allowed me, yes, to look the way I want to look, to have certain things that I want, but it hasn't allowed me to have any more stuff. This is where narcissism is taken to too much of a higher level. I've taken narcissism to a point where my relationships have been sacrificed. I've taken it to a point where my love life has sacrificed, and I don't like that. So even I'm in a position where I'm like, okay, you need to tone down the narcissism and you need to go help more people, because I've helped enough people to survive. I've helped enough people to live comfortably, to eat comfortably, to have my food, but I haven't done enough to make that much of a big impact, because to myself, I'm like, I'm putting way too much time to other people and not enough time to myself. Now that's a degree of narcissism that's left me with financial burdens, things that I'm not in a place financially that I want to be, okay, and I admit that. And I was looking at myself, I'm like, I'm not where I want to be financially. Why? Because you're way too narcissistic, Alex. You focus way too much on yourself and not enough on more people. You focus on just enough people to get what you want. Your gym, your home, your food, that's it. If my mother called me right now and she needed like $5,000, I couldn't give it to her. My brother called me, he needs $5,000, something like that, couldn't give it to him. I'd find a way to get it, that's for sure, but it wouldn't be my money. And what is money? Money is just a byproduct of the amount of service and values that you've been able to provide to other people. The reason I have this gym, the reason I have my home, the reason I have what I have, the food, is because I provide a service for people enough to where they perceive the value and then they pay me for it. It's an equal exchange, okay? So in your life, if you want to get a physique that you want to be proud of the way you look, you have to become narcissistic to a point. Because you have to put yourself first and you have to fall in love with yourself. You have to start making everything that you want in your life a priority about you. It's how I got to look the way I look. I put everything else second. And all I can give you is what's worked for me. And coming to a conclusion that is why I look the way I look is because I put everything else second. I put my meals first. I put my workouts first. I put my sleep first over spending quality time with my friends, spending quality time with my family, spending all these things with people that I didn't really want to be with. Because I valued myself first, because I fell in love with myself. So when I look in the mirror and I pose, I feel proud of myself. But that level of narcissism allowed me to become an inspiration and a motivator to certain people, because I elevated myself. Because maybe you have been putting yourself second or third. Maybe you put your friends first, school first, or all these things first that are not allowing you to progress in areas that you want in your life. And it's honestly gonna come down, we'll talk about physique, we'll talk about fitness in this one. You'll eat whatever you wanna eat because it doesn't really matter. Oh, I don't really have time, I'll just eat this. You're just trying to get to the next thing, You're not putting yourself first. It's okay to fucking be narcissistic, especially when you have none of it. Because to a degree, narcissism, again, is showing yourself that you care about yourself, that you love who you are, you love the person you are. The empathy part is a little different. Even that. If someone told me, hey, this is going on with them, I don't give a fuck, I tried helping them. I have a buddy of mine who has an alcohol problem. I've tried to help him as much as I can. And now I don't really contact him. I don't talk to him anymore. I heard the other day he was in the hospital. Did I really care? Not necessarily. That might sound like a fucking dick move, but when you try to help someone over and over again and they keep making the same mistake again, there's only so much you can do. And so, don't be afraid to be narcissistic to a degree. In my own life, I've taken it too far, which has put me in a position where I'm not very happy with it. But noticing it has also taught me that I got to where I'm at because I was a narcissist, because I became narcissistic. So, don't let someone shame you if you start paying way more attention to yourself. Because there's certain times in life where you have to be very unbalanced and focus just on you to help more people. It's like Abraham Lincoln says, you can't help the poor by being one of them, okay? You can't get people in shape if you're out of shape, all right? So with that being said, much fucking love.